Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk honestly, openly, maturely, because in a world filled with noise, taboo, and misinformation, very few people speak the truth about real intimacy, especially when it comes to fingering a woman the right way. My name is Jessica Oparisaforo. So today, I'm revealing the secret to fingering a woman the right way, 5 moves that make her scream, not from pain, but from pleasure, from trust, from feeling truly seen. Number 1, the buildup is everything. If you rush, you lose. The first secret to unforgettable fingering is this. Don't start with your fingers. Start with your mind. Start with her skin. Start with her soul. Start by reading her body language. Soft kisses, gentle touches. Whisper something that makes her feel desired, not just for her body, but for her entire being. Foreplay isn't optional. It's essential. Her body needs time to open. Her brain needs to feel safe. That's where the true arousal begins. Not in her pants, but in her mind. Number 2, start gentle. If you want to unlock a woman's full pleasure, here's one truth that separates the forgettable from the unforgettable. Start gentle, always. Touch for a woman is not just about pressure. It's about presence, patience, and permission. And there is no greater turn-on than being touched by someone who understands that her body is a temple, not a machine. Starting gentle means you're not rushing in with intensity or force. You're not grabbing, poking, or fumbling. Instead, you're approaching her with respect. You're saying, I see you, I honor your body, and I want to explore you slowly with care. Begin by lightly placing your hand on her inner thigh. Feel her warmth. Let her feel the intention in your touch. From there, trace slow circles around her hips, her outer lips, her pelvis, without going directly to her clitoris or entering her. Why? Because gentle touch builds anticipation. It creates a magnetic tension, a craving that slowly intensifies with every light stroke. You're not just touching her skin, you're activating her nervous system, turning her body into a live wire, craving your next move. When you finally do touch her clit or slide your fingers inside, the pleasure will be 10 times greater, not because of what you're doing, but because of how you began. Gentleness is not weakness. It's not hesitation. It's power, the kind of power that makes her melt. Because when you start gentle, you give her body time to open, to relax, to trust you. And a woman who feels safe in your hands, she won't just respond, she'll surrender. Number 3, start with one finger and start a fire. When it comes to pleasuring a woman with your hands, one of the most powerful principles is start slow. Start small. Start with one finger. Why? Because fingering isn't just a physical act, it's a conversation with her body, her breath, and her boundaries. And like any good conversation, you don't start by yelling. You begin softly, intentionally, and with attentive curiosity. Starting with one finger shows patience, control, and respect. You're telling her body, I'm not here to rush or take, I'm here to explore, to give, and to understand what brings you alive. Before insertion, always ensure she's fully aroused. Touch her thighs, kiss her neck, stimulate her clitoris, let her body build naturally. When she's wet, relaxed, and her breathing deepens, that's your cue. Then gently glide your finger along her outer lips, letting her feel the anticipation. When you finally slide your index or middle finger in, do it slowly, like you're learning the rhythm of a new song. And once inside, pause, just for a moment. Feel the warmth, the grip of her muscles, the way her body responds to your presence. Then begin exploring. Curl your fingers slightly upward toward her belly button and press gently into the front wall of her vaginal canal. That's where the G-spot often lives. It might feel a little spongy or ridged. Move in a come-here motion. Soft, rhythmic, and intentional. Pay close attention to her breathing, her moans, the way her hips move. They'll tell you more than words ever could. And here's the truth. One finger done well can give more pleasure than 3 done wrong. It's not about how many, it's about how. When she feels that you're present, that you're listening with your hands, she begins to surrender. That's where the real pleasure lives. In the slowness, the trust, the sacred buildup. One finger is not just a start, it's a gateway, a slow ignition that, if done right, will make her body beg for more. Start with one finger. Master it. Then, let the fire spread. Number 4, add in another finger. The art of deepening pleasure. Once you've started slow, once you've built trust with gentle touch and one finger, and her body is fully warmed up, here's where the experience evolves. You add another finger, but don't just do it, introduce it with care, with awareness, with intention. Adding in a second finger is not about being rougher or more intense. It's about deepening the connection and expanding the surface area of pleasure inside her. It allows you to stimulate her more fully, especially the G-spot, the vaginal walls, and the surrounding nerve endings. But timing is everything. You don't just go from 1 to 2 because you feel ready. You do it when her body is ready, when she's wet, moaning, opening, her muscles relax, her hips moving in rhythm with you. That's your signal. Slide the second finger in slowly, alongside the first, while maintaining the same pace and rhythm. Let her feel the fullness. Let her body adjust. Pause if needed. And once she settles, you continue. Deeper, slower, control. With 2 fingers, you have more control to explore her G-spot, a slightly rough, spongy area on the front wall of the vagina. Use a come here motion with steady rhythm. Sync this with stimulation on the outside. Her clit, her thighs, You're now working inside and out, creating waves of sensation she can't ignore. And don't forget the power of your voice. While you add that second finger, whisper something into her ear. You feel so good around me. Tell me what you like. Do you want more? Those words paired with your hands will send shivers down her spine. Because fingering isn't about the number of fingers. It's about the quality of presence, the consistency of rhythm, and the depth of connection. 2 fingers, used with skill and sensitivity, can unlock moans, trembling legs, and yes, screams she'll never forget. Not because you forced it, but because you earned it. Number 5, stimulate the G-spot. Unlock the deepest waves of pleasure. If you want to take a woman beyond surface-level pleasure to a place where her body shakes, her moans turn into whispers of surrender, and she feels completely consumed by sensation, you must learn how to stimulate her G-spot. Because for many women, this is the core of deep internal orgasmic energy. It's not just about rubbing a spot. It's about tuning into her most hidden, most intimate layers of pleasure. So first, let's understand where it is. The G-spot isn't a magical button. It's an area roughly the size of a coin, located about 1.5 to 2 inches inside the vagina on the front wall. That is the belly button side. When aroused, it feels spongier, slightly ridged, and more responsive to touch. Here's how you approach it. Don't go for the G-spot right away. Start with external stimulation, clitoral touch, kissing, soft words, gentle fingering, and allow her body to become fully aroused. When she's dripping wet and craving more, that's when you know the G-spot is ready to respond. Slide your index and middle fingers inside, palm facing upward. Now curl your fingers into a come here motion and gently press against the front wall. Don't rush. Explore with curiosity. You'll feel a textured spot that's different from the smooth vaginal walls. That's your target. As you stimulate this area, her body will start to shift, subtly or dramatically. Her breathing may quicken. Her hips may thrust. She may squeeze your fingers harder. She may go silent, focused entirely on what she's feeling. Pay attention. Adjust your rhythm accordingly. Use a steady, massaging pressure. Don't jab or poke. Rock, stroke, pulse. You can combine it with external clitoral stimulation, using your other hand or even your tongue if you're multitasking with oral. Sometimes the G-spot can stir up emotions. She may laugh, cry, or feel overwhelmed. That's normal. That's release. Reassure her. Speak to her gently. Say things like, "You're doing amazing. Let go. I've got you. I love how your body responds to this." The G-spot is physical, yes, but it's also emotional, energetic, and deeply vulnerable. Not every woman ejaculates. Not every woman climaxes from G-spot stimulation right away. And that's okay. This isn't a goal. It's a journey. But when it works, her body might shake, convulse, even squirt. She may clutch the sheets, grab your wrist, and lose control of her voice. And when that happens, you've helped her access a part of herself that most partners never reach. Not because of pressure, but because of your presence, your patience, and your precision. Master the G-spot, and you won't just make her scream, you'll make her remember you forever.